Hello and welcome to Yoga for Beginners. My name is Alyssa and I am going to be the person on this side of the screen walking you through this experience. Like I said, I'm so happy that you're here, and at this stage you may be thinking, have I made the right decision by signing up for this yoga class? I'm not really sure. Maybe there are some butterflies associated with the experience of learning something like yoga. And when many people think about yoga, one of the common things that I actually hear is, well, I'm just not good at yoga because I'm not flexible enough. And people often think or envision yoga practitioners moving their body in really funny positions. And honestly, that's just not what yoga is. Yoga is for everyone and everybody. And that includes all ability levels and experience levels. And so the way that this course was designed was to introduce you to yoga as a practice and working towards answering the question, how can I create a personalized yoga practice that I can utilize in a yoga studio and also at home? The design of the course uses three main pillars to help support and answer that question. The first pillar is strong foundations. And what makes up that pillar is yogic philosophy, so that we understand the background or the roots of this practice. The second pillar are modifications. There is a thought in some yoga circles that it is the job of the practitioner and ultimately the body of the practitioner to always be working towards the full expression of a pose. It's how you might hear that in a yoga studio or online or in yoga circles. And I'd like to push back on that in a pretty serious way, because I believe that it is actually the pose's job to modify itself to the practitioner's body. And the practitioner does that by introducing modifications, and that can look like using props. It can look like altering the pose just a little bit, or it can even be going into a different pose altogether that has a similar shape and similar benefits, but isn't the exact pose. And then finally, the last pillar is putting all of this together. So the progression of the course will look and feel like reading and hearing me talk a little bit more instead of just flowing. Until finally at week 8, we will be having an entire hour-long vinyasa class. And so at this stage, you might be thinking to yourself, I don't know what vinyasa means, and that's okay. Vinyasa is essentially the style that I am teaching you, and it's a very popular style and very likely to be come across or to be experienced in a yoga studio or for an online yoga class. Once again, welcome to Yoga for Beginners, and let's get started.